I've seen you earlier as well.
Yes, sir. You requested, you asked me to give you an interview again.
अच्छा, आप वो लम्स के ग्रेजुएट थे
जी, साद उल्लाह।
और मैंने आपको बताया था कि यू आर वेरी सीरियस, थोड़ी सी मोनोटनी है स्पीच में
जी।
ओके, सेम गाय। और अब मैंने आपको उसकी परफॉर्मेंस देख लेते हैं आपकी कि आपने क्या इम्प्रूव किया है। तो उसमें मुझे ये बताइए कि लाहौर को आपने, इंटीरियर लाहौर को हैव यू एवर विजिटेड?
Yes, sir. I have visited interior Lahore.
How many gates you have seen?
I've seen 3 gates.
Name them.
One is the Lohari gate, the Delhi gate, and the one near the Badshai mosque. I can't remember the name, but there are other Taksali gate, Mochi gate.
Are you a marathon runner?
No, sir. I'm not a marathon runner.
Okay. For how long you are involved in this activity
of long walks?
Yeah.
So I've been involved in around 4 to 5 years now.
4 to 5 years now. Okay. And what was your earlier hobby?
So I used to play a lot in like cricket, badminton, football, but during my university years I wasn't able to actively engage in sports because I was engaged in other extracurricular activities like working with different multiple NGOs, and I was also engaged in different societies within my university, which is why I left being an active member of the sports.
Where Gaza is situated?
My apologies?
Where Gaza is situated?
So Gaza is situated on the eastern tip of the Israeli territory, and it is surrounded by Israel on 2 sides. On its western side there is Mediterranean Sea, and on its southern side there is Al Rafah border with Egypt.
Recently the Palestinians, they were bombed a lot.
Yes.
At one specific camp, it was Jabalia.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about Jabalia?
My knowledge is superficial on it.
Okay.
But it's a Palestinian refugee camp.
Okay, where?
In the town of Jabalia, I suppose.
Okay. So, what do you know about Shanghai Cooperation Organization? How many countries are member of Shanghai?
So, Shanghai Cooperation Organization was essentially a group of 5 essential countries, namely Russia, China, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, and Turkmenistan. In 2017 it also included Pakistan and India, and apart from that now it has also invited Iran to be a full-fledged member of it. So there are around 8 members of Shanghai Cooperation Organization.
Okay. Tell me whether SCO has been a successful organization or a failed organization.
So far, in my opinion, it has been a successful organization in terms of its RATS, in terms of its organization called RATS, which have been combating terrorism in the region. Apart from that, it has also helped and provided a platform for the regional countries to integrate economically with each other. So essentially, as long as the Afghan conundrum is solved, this organization will prove to be beneficial for the regional countries.
You have not given very couple of reasons. You have just talked of RATs. What other achievements? Economic achievements or energy achievements or political achievements?
My apologies, I am not aware of.
What is Shanghai Spirit?
I am not aware of that, sir. My apologies. I have to read through, rebrush my knowledge on it.
Can you name the organizations who had the global conferences in 2023?
So the one is G7, then there is G20 in India, then there is BRICS, which was hosted by South Africa. I'm not aware of the other one.
All right. And what steps were taken at G20?
Sir, they have signed a global biofuel agreement. Apart from that, they have also engaged in an economic corridor where we see IMAC, India, Middle East, and Europe economic corridor as a direct rival to the BRI project of China. Apart from that, they have also yes, that's pretty much it.
Okay. What about energy? Did they announce something related to energy?
If I'm allowed to guess, I suppose they have supported the greening, the energy processes that relates to the green energy, like solar energy or investments in wind energy, etc. My knowledge is superficial on it. So.
Right. What is the condition of minorities in Pakistan?
So the condition of minorities in Pakistan is, as far as my opinion is concerned, I think they are not given the fundamental rights that the Constitution of Pakistan, as per Article 34, gives them. Also, we can see several examples like that of the Jallianwala incident, which included a mob attack on the Christian temples, my apologies, sir.
How many Christians are there in Pakistan?
I'm unaware of the exact number.
Okay, Hindu population.
My apologies, I'm unaware of the
At
exact
the creation of Pakistan, there was 6% Hindu population in Pakistan, and now only 2% has left. Do you know why?
One of the major reasons can be the forced conversions. Secondly, they have been persecuted for a longer period of time. That is why a lot of them have migrated from Lahore. Thirdly, they are not given the due right of exercising or having proper education, as well as lying in the administrative structure of the country. That is why we see a limited number of people in civil services, in bureaucracy, in judicial structure, as well as in politics and the armed forces.
Okay. What has been the impact of Gaza war on West?
Sir, there have been internal divisions within the West, which showcases in terms of the large protests that have been held in the Western countries. Apart from that, there is a huge pressure that have been built on those countries on diplomatic forums, specifically utilizing the fora of United Nations to impose a ceasefire or to impose a humanitarian aid, to impose a humanitarian process in Gaza. Apart from that, they have actively supported Israel in it and the bombardment of Gaza in it. So on a larger scale, they haven't been a major impact on Western countries. They have been supporting Israel and backing Israel on it until the hostages have been returned.
Okay. And what was the impact of Gaza war on the Muslims?
So Muslims have largely remained dormant during the whole process because, as we see, they have been influencing the UN fora on diplomatic front, but they haven't actively engaged in military confrontation with Israel. There have been military confrontation on by Yemen recently, and by the Iran-backed militias located within Syria. So apart from that, there haven't been any serious or militant confrontation with Israel. Neither there have been any blockade in terms of economic integration with Israel. It's just limited to the diplomatic front.
Give me 4 suggestions to improve the condition of Pakistan's economy.
So the first and foremost is current scenario is the political stability that is need to be ensured. Secondly, there has to be an economic charter that which entails that the economy is apart from the political narratives or the political lineage, which involves long-term policy making and consistent policy making within the economic fora. Thirdly, there is a stringent need for, in current scenario, for fiscal contraction as well as monetary contraction, which will control the inflation and reduce the budget deficit of the country. And fourth is the increase in the export competitiveness, which is increase the value added products. This can be done by utilizing or harnessing the comparative advantage where we have comparative advantage in agriculture as well as in the small scale manufacturing industry. So we need to improve them as well.
Okay, give me the data about the exports of Pakistan.
Sir, primarily historically it has been, for the past 5 years, it has been around $30 to $35 billion of exports.
Million or billion?
Billion. $billion of exports. The larger chunk of the exports of Pakistan constitutes of the textile exports, which are around $14.6 billion. There are food exports, which constitutes about more than $5 billion. Then there are chemical as well as the pharmaceutical products, the surgical goods and the sport products are also included in the sports exports of the country.
Give me 4 important points that how CPAC is going to improve going to provide the uplift to Pakistan agriculture.
So the first would be that CPAC is involved in making industrial sectors that are related to the manufacture of that are related to the chemical industries, which will provide fertilizers for the agriculture. Second of all, it will provide a transit route or the export of the industrial produce to China. Third, it can help in agriculture intensification of the agriculture area, where we can utilize corporate farming by Chinese firm, and we can also import we can also import the agriculture technology that would prove beneficial or would increase the productivity of the agriculture land that we have.
Okay, thank you. अच्छा जी, आपकी
Today has been a bit poor, sir.
जी?
I think today's performance is very, very poor as compared to the first one.
नहीं, they are better than the previous one, as far as knowledge is concerned. Last time से बेहतर जो है ना, वो ये भी है कि आपकी जो कम्युनिकेशन में थोड़ी सी एनर्जी आई है, ठहराव आया है, और आप में थोड़ी सी आपने स्माइलिंग भी देने की कोशिश की है. तो हम जब ये आते हैं ना, जो फॉरेन ग्रेजुएट्स या जो अच्छे इंस्टीट्यूशन के बच्चे किसी शहर में पढ़े होते हैं, तो वहाँ पे हमारा चांस होता है कि आपको उस शहर के बारे में, कि आपने उस शहर की लाहौर के अंदरून लाहौर में कभी विज़िट किया है, क्योंकि बाहर तो आपने विज़िट किया, कभी लाहौर को भी विज़िट किया, उसमें कोई कल्चरल एक्टिविटी का कोई आपको पता है, वहाँ पे और क्या इंफॉर्मेशन है, बादशाही कोर्ट किसने बनाई, मस्जिद किसने बनाई, फोर्ट किसने बनाया. तो इसलिए ये हम पूछते हैं कि भी लोकल अवेयरनेस कितनी है आपकी.
Sure.
ठीक हो गया, क्योंकि अक्सर ये जो बच्चे हैं ना इस बैकग्राउंड के, वो मिस करते हैं अपने शहर से मुताबिक और कंट्री से मुताबिक जो इंफॉर्मेशन है. तीसरा ये है कि आपने 3 ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को आइडेंटिफाई किया. ओके, ठीक है. हमने G20 का पूछा. G20 में देखिए, एक तो डेवलपमेंट IMAC की थी
जी,
और दूसरी डेवलपमेंट थी कि दे हैव डिसाइडेड टू एनहांस द renewable energy cooperation.
Sure.
And number 3, they desired that $4 trillion should be raised, right, for this job.
$4 trillion.
$4 trillion.
Right.
अच्छा, गज़ा पे आए तो आपको इम्पैक्ट का मैंने पूछा. आपने मेन इम्पैक्ट जो है ना वो आपने, मैं समझता हूँ कि 2 ही मेन बताए हैं और वो भी क्लैरिटी के साथ नहीं. आप अगर आपको इसका जवाब देना था तो आपको पता होता है. एक अमेरिका का बताते हैं उसने क्या किया, सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल में क्या हुआ, जनरल असेंबली में क्या हुआ, और फिर किन मुल्कों ने वहाँ पे जो फ्रीडम ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन है, जो पैलेस्टीनियंस के जो रैलीज़ हैं वो बैन कर दी हैं, और किस तरह से वन साइडेड उनका मीडिया जो है इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहा है पैलेस्टीन के ख़िलाफ़ अमेरिका और यूरोप, और किस तरह से वो बायस्ड हुए हुए हैं, किस तरह से डबल स्टैंडर्ड इंडिकेट कर रहे हैं. तो क्वालिटेटिव इंफॉर्मेशन देते हुए आप उसको थोड़ा सा इसको मेंटली देखा करें कि मैं कितना कंटेंट मेरा कैसा है.
So it was poor because मैं पिछले हफ्ते I have been ill.
मैं कंपेयर कर रहा हूँ अगले और कैंडिडेट्स के साथ.
I just thought कि मेरी आज एनर्जी भी काफ़ी लो है.
मैं आपको वो दे रहा हूँ सजेशंस कि आपके मज़ीद नंबर आपको कैसे इम्प्रूव करने हैं. इकोनॉमी के आपने पॉइंट्स. अच्छा, इसी तरह जब मैंने आपका मुस्लिम वर्ल्ड का जो रोल है उसमें आपको OIC का रोल बताना चाहिए था.
I thought of it, but मैंने सोचा वो डिप्लोमेटिकली मैंने कह दिया है तो
फोकस्ड आंसर तो फिर क्या होता है, यही है कि आप
ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मेंशन करनी है,
प्रिसाइज आंसर. फिर कोऑपरेशन गल्फ का GCC, अरब लीग
जी,
और ये फिर आप देखिए उसमें से मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी में से किस तरह का क्या, जिन्होंने अब्राहम अकॉर्ड साइन किए हैं उनका क्या रिस्पांस है, और बाकी मुल्कों ने बड़ा डोमिनेंट रिस्पांस दिया है, और कुछ मुल्कों ने एक्टिवली अपनी फॉरेन पॉलिसी को परसू किया है, जैसे कि टर्की ने स्टेटमेंट्स भी दिए हैं और आज जिन्होंने अपना एम्बेसडर भी वापस बुला लिया. और इसी तरह ये जो ये एक कंट्री अगर आपको पता हो बोलीविया, ये वो उसको ज़रा छोड़ दें. तो फिर ईरान ने कुछ एग्रेसिव स्टेटमेंट्स दिए हैं. बाकी मुस्लिम वर्ल्ड ऑन द होल डोमिनेंट और साइलेंट है. तो इस तरह से आप उसको, फिर मैंने आपको ये इकोनॉमी का पूछा, पॉलिटिकल स्टेबिलिटी, इकोनॉमिक चार्टर, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, फिस्कल एंड मॉनेटरी, ट्रेड विद पाकिस्तान एंड नाउ एग्रीकल्चर में थोड़ा सा फोकस्ड होना चाहिए था. और देखिए एग्रीकल्चर में एक तो एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्री वो उसमें ला रहे हैं, एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्री. नंबर 2 वो वाटर मैनेजमेंट टेक्निक्स को इम्प्रूव करने जा रहे हैं. नंबर 3 वो स्पेशल इकोनॉमिक जोन्स बनाने जा रहे हैं कि जो कि हमारा एग्रीकल्चर जो प्रोडक्ट्स हैं उनको भी वहाँ पे राइट वो फिनिश गुड्स बना सकें. चौथा वो बायो टेक्नोलॉजी यूज़ करने जा रहे हैं, वो ड्रोन यूज़ करने जा रहे हैं, वो क्रॉस ब्रीडिंग पे जा रहे हैं, और ताकि बेहतर स्पीशीज में प्रोड्यूस हो सके एनिमल्स की और प्लांट्स की. तो अब आपको जितनी इन्फॉर्मेशन होती है यू कैन एक्सप्रेस वेल. अब आप अपनी जो आपने तैयारी करनी है बस यही करना है कि मुझे एक लिस्ट बना लीजिए कि ये 70-80 सवाल बनते हैं और मुझे उसका जवाब किस तरह देना है, क्या फोकस्ड आंसर देने हैं. ठीक है ना, उस पर काम कर लीजिए. आपका अच्छा पोटेंशियल है और
I'm thinking of